37.9.
Gaspard Maksud just settling clear. Also known at the stumps at 11. Time for Charlotte Agnew, 8 minutes 10. 4 time penalties, a 3-pace score. Provisional 3-pace score of 38.3.
Alex Bradshaw again, Alves. Still clear and coming to the last section on this course. At the junction, getting a little bit
Off the line, Sterling. On their left hand side, on the run to the UK Francis Clark. The Container. That's the left hand of those two fences there.
IFICUDIWUD, owned by Mr. Michael Maksud, and the combination with 12,000 apart.
Solo right, Cheffings. Stay with IFICUDIWUD, number 356. Clear on first combination. Two horses.
And Jemima, Stratton and Global Exotic, they parted company at the brushes around the pond at 20, but they look to be up and all happy. Be aware that the dogs might be coming back down the course, so around the course.
Clear. Tim Cheffings. Back off the course now.
356, clear 21A.
To the course.
357. We've given 20 penalties.
An uphill run now onto the fence.
We're at the wrong side of the flag.
356, and we hear Harry. Westmore and OUGHTERARD quality. They did have that 20 at 13B, but they're over the table at 19. Now we put a score behind them.
Felix Etzel there, promising big. The offset is 13. They come on towards the Devon ditch dilemma. Three elements of that fence. The black flag of the blue caveat to replace the C, but no confident feeling. And they go clear and push on to 4.
Lucy Collecott and JELSON, they're at one of the higher parts of the course. They're negotiating the brush stumps, the two mans at 11, and in fact through that with no problem. They go past what would be their 4 minutes on their stopwatch, I imagine, and they'll enjoy that lovely pipe opener down to the Trakehner at 12.
So, promising Pete, TSF and Felix Etzel from Germany. They've got their feet wet for the final time today as they've gone through the ponds, over the brushes at 20. They're coming on down to the skinny rail to corner.
Lovely jump through the limb and the rail things, the brushes around the pond at 20.
46, 49.
Lucy Collecott neatly through over the first brush, through the splash, and over the second. She just has that one combination to go to the at 21 for the brush roll.
Clear of the duck group. This dilemma, there's Olsson-Sanderson there. So on the run alongside
Coming
you.
up and having a look at this, and they will take 15.
So ball jump over that sort of bench then for Tom Crispin, the Shane Jack. Just see which direction they take.
Through the top spec challenge combination on the entrance to the arena goes Matthew Glentworth and Forthright. They have no problems popping out over the skinny brush. They'll be turning round now towards that white limb rails in the arena at 17. In fact, they pop over the rails. They will be heading now up that very steep bank. There's a little bit of a flat ground and then on up to...
So you're just activating the front rail zone. So they will pick up 11 penalties, which is unfortunate because that really did look like a peach of a ride. So Tom Chris or Shane Jack very neatly through the top spec challenge at 16. And a quick check of his watch, seeing where he is. He's just at the 6-minute marker as they come through the arena.
They'll be coming up to go right-handed to negotiate that rim rail with quite a serious drop on the far side. It does require everyone to jump over the drop. Adds to the height. She comes to the rail. 3 and a bit down the drop. Just steadies up.
So Tom Chris or Shane Jack back out underway. And coming now onto the duck blind pond. There's quite imposing brushes separated by the water. And Catherine Bowl and Crosstown Fintan's last just about to get their round underway.
Yaz did have to steady up before that C part of the drop into the water, into the arena, but she's away past the rim rails and up the hill towards the twig at 18. Okay, and then just have to pull back towards that accuracy question, skinny at the B element. She goes round the tree, around the 4-star fence and heads back now, hopping nicely over the big question at the A and right-handed towards over the skinny at B.
Catherine Bowl and Crosstown Fintan's last clear of the Langella stud leg at 15. They come again up the hill, round the back of the trees onto this really imposing combination, the top spec challenge into the arena. No problems for this pair. Each of those elements still travelling well. As we're joined now by Matthew Hecking on his second ride for the day, Starman the third. This is number 369. They have a dressage of 33.3. And Matthew had a...
What a well-named horse that was, because there were certainly a few storms in December. And Storm in December had a dressage score of 36. They've had a busy time, another combination to take a trip around Osberton, Saracens Park and Burnham Market. Storm in December is over the Protection parallel at 3, Protection, who are one of the equine premium range of products. Coming towards the final part of the course now is Emily Philp and Roxanne Flex. They're in fact at the brushes around the pond at 20. She did pick up those 2.8 time penalties. Still a handy score for tomorrow. Absolutely, and it really will be all to play for in the show jumping. This really is a 3-phase competition. Meanwhile, Matthew Hecking and Starman the third are really still travelling really nicely, clear through all the fences in that arena area and coming back up that really steep hill onto the Paddocks.net twig. And we're joined on course with another grey. This is Grace Taylor and Talia. It's Grace's own 9-year-old.
They come onto cross country after a score of 37.4. And Grace. And Grace, another rider, joining us after fantastic efforts at Badminton, where they finished in, I think, 18th place. But they're at the cabins at 4.
So Claire Fielding and Storm in December, they've made a light work now of those tricky combinations that are going into the arena. And they're up and out over this twig at 18. That's a bit of a I think somebody had a fence screen or whether they own that fence.
Grace Taylor's got her competition face on, riding for the United States very nicely through the offset brushes at 13. And now just see them setting up for the Depiction rails. Triple. Still travelling very well. And joining us on course is number 374. This is Emily Gearon. And Cybershot. Last out at Aston Lewis, where they finished 11th in the Open Intermediate, but very nicely through the Blackberry Cabins Devon Air Ambulance fence at 4.
Millie Julev sees a long one at the picnic table. She really is shaving every second off this course in an attempt to get round inside the time, I imagine. And she's doing a good job so far. She's just got the 5 jumping efforts, I think, if I can add up that high. And in fact, she's down to 3 of them because she's gone through the brushes around the pond at 20. Just a wee while ago.
That's it, Arthur really easing up the ground, gets a well-deserved little pat on the neck for seeing a really good jump through those pair of brushes at 13 with Picky March.
Over the delightfully built Blackberry Cabins at 4AB goes Phoebe Buckley and Storm Blue Curtis. If you look carefully at those cabins, they're very prettily decorated. They've got 4.
They're clear of the Horselicks flower bed. And this pair, again, another combination coming here to Bicton on the back of a run in the Open Intermediate at Tweezledown, and also managed to get out at Osberton as well.
Phoebe Buckley and Storm Blue Curtis. They're over the Livery Dole log at 10 and head on up now towards the mounds and the brush stumps. The mounds with that ditch at the first part of the A.
Cybershot jumping nicely for Emily Gearon through the brushed up mounds at 11. Feature always seems to jump well as well, but it's certainly not to be simple. It's a big ditch under that log at 12.
And our new starter is Tom Rowling. Tom, who rides Honeybrook Extra for Paddy Hutton. And the dressage score is 32.9. Paddy Hutton, obviously one of the great dressage supremos. With Mr. Voice, actually, I think, commentating on the dressage of Badminton.
Through the top step challenge, and in a really good rhythm as they head up the hill onto the paddock stop next week.
Tom Rowland and Honeybrook Extra, they make light work of the offset brushes at 13 for Paddy Hutton.
Good boy.
At that final combination bench, and Neil Robinson to visit. Not on this Robinson door bench, and Robinson another very
catching the Maksud Law. They're over the property at 5 and head on down at all the supplement to the STIRLING.
7-9 has had a run out at 13A.
Well, there's a crowd gathering down here at the service. Something to keep that up. The next combination, a reminder once again to everybody out on the foot, please only use the crosses they have this specifically to make sure that you are as you head out to the front field after session 2 around that area. Please use the mild crossing point because horses are travelling at some speed at the crossing point. So please be careful and listen out for our fellow judges. So Charlotte, Parry-Ashcroft and World Champion are now underway. Daisy Bay and Moorlands Casanova meanwhile. Their next fence will be the water and corner combination. Charlotte Parry-Ashcroft, World Champion King underway nicely. Over Chicana at 12. Look to be enjoying their round back in full flow. Yeah, there's lots of crowds around the water here enjoying the picnic spots. And Daisy Bay and Moorlands Casanova, they're over the top spec challenge. Charlotte Parry-Ashcroft, World Champion King, we think just the last wait to see whether they are in fact on that reputation question double. Daisy Bay and Moorlands Casanova heading up towards the twig at 18 as our new starter is Jemima Height. Jemima is representing Great Britain as she's riding her own ALS Russian Rolex.